Welcome to part 47 of the Ultimate Unsolved Mysteries Iceberg, where we explore true crime, urban legends, mysterious disappearances, myths and legends, internet mysteries, and more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also ring that notification bell. The Capgras Delusion. The Capgras Delusion, also known as Capgras Syndrome, is a rare psychiatric disorder where an individual believes that a close family member, friend, or pet has been replaced by an identical imposter. This can lead to significant stress and anxiety, behavioral changes, and even aggression towards the perceived imposter. The delusion is highly individualistic, varying widely among those affected. Named after French psychiatrist Joseph Capgras, who first described the phenomenon in 1923, this delusion is classified under delusional misidentification syndromes. Joseph Capgras identified this delusion through his work with a patient who believed her husband and other close relatives had been replaced by lookalikes. This early case highlighted the unique nature of the delusion, where recognition remains intact, but the emotional connection is disrupted, leading to the belief in imposters. One of the more famous cases involves a woman named Madame M, who believed that her husband had been replaced. This belief led her to seek a divorce from the quote-unquote imposter husband. Another notable case is that of Alan Davies, who referred to his wife as Christine II to distinguish her from his quote real wife, Christine I. The exact cause of Capgras delusion remains unclear, but several theories have been proposed. One prevalent theory suggests that it is related to a disconnection between the brain regions responsible for facial recognition and the areas involved in emotional processing. This disconnect prevents the emotional response usually triggered by recognizing familiar faces, leading the individual to perceive loved ones as imposters. Other theories suggest that brain injuries, especially to the right hemisphere or bifrontal regions, might lead to the delusion by affecting facial recognition and memory. Some researchers believe that Capgras delusion may be a manifestation of other underlying psychiatric disorders, such as schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder. Studies have shown that a significant number of individuals with Capgras also suffer from these conditions. While its exact causes are still under investigation, understanding and managing the condition through medical and therapeutic interventions can significantly improve the quality of life. Researchers continue to study this delusion to better comprehend its mechanisms and develop more effective treatments. Personally, I find the Capgras delusion to be one of the most terrifying topics I've touched upon so far in this entire series. The idea that one day you may wake up and believe all your loved ones have been replaced is incredibly scary. Also, it's difficult to imagine how difficult it is to be a loved one of someone suffering from this condition. The Melonheads. The legend of the Melonheads is a piece of American folklore with roots in Ohio, Michigan, and Connecticut. These mythical creatures are described as small humanoids with disproportionately large heads, thought to be the result of various nefarious or tragic circumstances. The Melonheads legend has multiple regional variations, each with unique elements. In Ohio, the story is often linked to Kirtland in Lake County. Local lore suggests that the Melonheads were once orphans under the care of a sinister figure known as Dr. Crow. According to the tale, Dr. Crow conducted bizarre experiments on these orphans, causing their heads to swell. Eventually, the orphans escaped, setting fire to the orphanage and fleeing into the surrounding forests. In Michigan, the Melonheads are connected to the area around Felt Mansion in Allegan County. Here, the legend suggests that these beings were children who suffered from hydrocephalus and were subjected to horrific treatments at an asylum before escaping into the woods. Similarly, in Connecticut, various accounts point to mental institutions where children with similar conditions were mistreated and fled into rural areas. These children ended up living off the land, becoming a self-sustaining population of feral humans. Despite regional differences, the core description of melon heads remains consistent: small stature, large bulbous heads, and an often grotesque appearance. In Ohio, they are described as childlike with red glowing eyes. In Michigan, they are said to have elongated skulls and sharp teeth. In Connecticut, they are depicted as thin, pale creatures with large, bald heads. Numerous stories and encounters with melon heads have been reported over the years. In Ohio, particularly around Wisner Road in Kirtland, residents claim to have seen these creatures lurking in the woods, sometimes attacking those who venture too close to their territory. In Michigan, tales often involve sightings near the old Felt Mansion, where individuals report hearing high-pitched screeches and seeing strange figures darting through the forest. In Connecticut, the melon heads are often linked to desolate rural roads, sometimes ominously nicknamed Dracula Drive or other spooky names. Stories include eerie encounters on roads like Velvet Street in Trumbull, where people claim to have seen these creatures emerging from the woods to chase cars or travelers. Theories about the origins of the melon heads are varied and often involve a mix of scientific and supernatural explanations. One common theory is that the melon heads are the result of genetic disorders, particularly hydrocephalus, which causes the head to swell due to fluid accumulation in the brain. Another theory suggests that these legends arose from real historical fears about mental asylums and the treatment of patients within them. In the past, psychiatric institutions were often shrouded in mystery and horror, giving rise to tales of cruel experiments and mistreated patients who might escape into the surrounding wilderness. And hey, let's be honest here. The track record of mental institutions was, to put it mildly, not entirely positive. Foreign accent syndrome. Foreign accent syndrome is a rare condition in which individuals suddenly begin to speak with a foreign accent, different from their native one. This phenomenon typically occurs after a brain injury, such as a stroke or trauma, but can also arise from other neurological conditions or even psychological factors. The first known case of foreign accent syndrome was reported in 1907 when a Parisian man began speaking with a German accent following a brain injury. However, the condition gained broader recognition during World War II. Norwegian neurologist Georg Hermann Monrad Krohn documented a well-known case involving a woman named Astrid, who, after being injured by shrapnel, started speaking with a German-sounding accent. Monrad Krohn initially termed this condition dysprosody, but for obvious reasons, foreign accent syndrome caught on rather than this proposed term. Foreign accent syndrome has been documented in fewer than 100 cases worldwide, making it extremely rare. Some notable instances include a Tasmanian woman, Leanne Rowe, who started speaking with a French accent after recovering from a car accident. A British woman, Kath Lockett, who developed an accent sounding between French and Italian after treatment for a brain tumor. Linda Walker from Newcastle, who, after a stroke, was perceived to speak with various accents, from Italian to Slovakian. Foreign accent syndrome is most commonly associated with brain injuries that affect areas controlling speech. These changes in speech patterns often involve rhythm, pitch, and intonation, leading to the perception of a foreign accent. For example, vowel production, which relies on precise tongue placement, can be disrupted, causing significant changes in how speech sounds. Despite advances in neurology, the exact mechanisms behind foreign accent syndrome remain partly mysterious. Interestingly, many individuals with foreign accent syndrome do not consistently speak with one specific foreign accent. Instead, their altered speech is perceived differently by different listeners, which highlights the subjective nature of accent perception. There are no standard treatments for foreign accent syndrome, given the extreme rarity of the condition. However, speech therapy can help some individuals regain their original accent or improve their speech. Foreign accent syndrome significantly impacts individuals' lives, often leading to emotional and psychological challenges. Many patients report feeling a loss of identity and experience skepticism from others who may doubt the authenticity of their condition. This social and psychological impact can be profound, sometimes resulting in anxiety or depression. Ongoing research aims to unravel the mysteries of foreign accent syndrome, offering hope for better diagnosis and treatment in the future. If you're enjoying my content, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and the notification bell. Also, if you really want to take it to the next level, please consider signing up for a YouTube membership or a Patreon membership. You can support for as little as 99 cents a month. Benefits include access to exclusive videos from my early days as a YouTuber, shoutouts at certain tiers, and the satisfaction of helping keeping this channel running. Also remember to join the Discord server as well. We've got just over 100 members at this point. The WebDriver Torso. WebDriver Torso is one of YouTube's most enigmatic channels, sparking various theories and speculations since its inception. Created on March 7, 2013 by Google, the channel began uploading videos on September 23, 2013. Each video is 11 seconds long, featuring sequences of blue and red rectangles accompanied by electronic tones. The purpose and origin of these videos remained a mystery for several months, leading to a flurry of theories ranging from espionage to art projects. The WebDriver Torso channel rapidly gained attention due to its sheer volume of uploads. By 2014, it had uploaded over 77,000 videos, all following a consistent format. This consistency and the cryptic nature of the videos led to widespread speculation. In June 2014, it was revealed that Google was behind the channel, using it as an automated system to test YouTube's performance, specifically how videos were processed and displayed on the platform. Despite Google's admission, the mystery didn't end there. The channel's peculiar characteristics and the initial lack of transparency led to several theories. Some believed WebDriver Torso was a modern-day numbers station used for covert communication, especially since the videos appeared methodical and encrypted. Others speculated that the channel was an elaborate art project, using the repetitive and abstract nature of the videos as a form of digital expression. The most plausible explanation, confirmed by Google, is that the channel was part of an internal testing mechanism. Google used these videos to ensure YouTube's upload quality and functionality were consistent across different devices and regions. A few incidents added to the intrigue surrounding WebDriver Torso. In May 2014, the BBC noted that one of WebDriver Torso's non-standard videos featured a light show on the Eiffel Tower. This led to speculation about the geographical connection and the purpose behind such deviations from the usual format. There were theories connecting the channel to Google's office in Zurich. Speculations arose from the involvement of Google employees and the presence of linked social media accounts that seemed to originate from Zurich. The WebDriver Torso aesthetic made its way into the Android L developer build as an Easter egg, showcasing the pervasive nature of this test channel. Even after Google's explanation, some mysteries remain. For instance, why did the channel occasionally upload non-standard videos? And why did the channel upload these videos publicly if they were intended solely for internal testing purposes? These anomalies fueled ongoing curiosity and kept the channel in the spotlight. Moreover, the precise reasons for choosing such a distinctive format for testing were never fully disclosed, leaving room for continued speculation. Fire poltergeists. Fire-starting poltergeists stand out as one of the most potentially terrifying paranormal phenomena, due to the obvious potential for extreme harm. A poltergeist is a type of supernatural entity believed to cause physical disturbances, such as loud noises, moving objects, and other inexplicable events in the physical realm. The term poltergeist comes from the German words poltern, to make noise, and Geist, ghost or spirit. Unlike typical ghosts, which are often considered to be spirits of deceased individuals, poltergeists are known for their malevolent and disruptive behavior. The main difference between a poltergeist and a ghost lies in their behavior and interaction with the physical world. Ghosts are generally perceived as passive apparitions or echoes of the past, often seen or felt, but not physically disruptive. Poltergeists, on the other hand, are active and aggressive, engaging in physical activities that impact their surroundings. These entities are said to ignite spontaneous fires without any apparent physical cause. One of the most documented cases of a fire-starting poltergeist occurred in Odon, Indiana, in April 1941. William Hackler's farmhouse experienced a series of unexplainable fires over a single day. The first fire was discovered in an upstairs room, seemingly originating from within the wall. Despite the lack of electrical wiring and no active fire sources like stoves, the blaze mysteriously burned. Hackler quickly called the local volunteer fire department, which managed to extinguish the blaze. However, this was just the beginning. Throughout that day, 28 separate fires erupted in various parts of the house, including a mattress and a book that burned from the inside out. The Hackler family, spooked by the events, decided to demolish the farmhouse and rebuild. This drastic measure seemed to work, as no further incidents were reported in their new home. The mysterious fires never returned, leaving the case unsolved and adding to its mystique. In another case from Alabama in 1971, a family was subjected to a series of fires that erupted in their home over several months. These fires destroyed various household items, and despite extensive investigations, no cause was found. The family even underwent scrutiny to rule out insurance fraud, but no evidence suggested they were responsible for the fires. Another well-known incident took place in Canneto di Carogna, Italy, starting in January 2004. This small village saw a wave of fires affecting electrical appliances and objects without any discernible ignition source. The Italian government even conducted an investigation exploring possibilities such as geomagnetic phenomena and sabotage, but no definitive cause was ever established. Fire poltergeists, often referred to as fire starters or pyrogeists, are distinct from typical poltergeists. The fires they cause often appear to start spontaneously and can ignite various materials, sometimes even in rapid succession. In many reported incidents, the fires defy logical explanation. They can start in isolated parts of a building, sometimes even in objects like mattresses and books. What makes these cases particularly eerie is the absence of any clear ignition source or accelerant. This has led to much speculation and fear, as traditional fire prevention and firefighting methods seem ineffective against such phenomena. Several theories have been proposed to explain these mysterious fires. One of the more scientific approaches suggests geomagnetic or electromagnetic anomalies might be responsible. However, no consistent evidence has supported this theory across different cases. Another theory posits that gases, such as methane seeping from underground sources, might ignite spontaneously. Yet, This too has failed to provide a comprehensive explanation. Others propose that these fires may be started by ball lightning. And yes, for any long-time listeners of this channel, I always love to reference ball lightning when possible. Some researchers and skeptics argue that these fires could be the result of human actions, either intentional or subconscious. In some cases, investigators have suspected individuals, particularly young people, of setting the fires either as a prank or due to psychological issues. However, this explanation often falls short in cases where the fires seem to start in the presence of multiple credible witnesses or in areas where no one could have logically been present. With historical accounts and contemporary reports, these mysterious fires challenge our understanding of both the physical and supernatural worlds. While various theories have been proposed, none have definitively explained the cause of these spontaneous combustions. As such, the mystery of the fire poltergeist continues to intrigue and terrify those who encounter them. Room 8, the school cat. Room 8, a beloved cat who made a profound impact on the Elysian Heights Elementary School in Echo Park, California, has an extraordinary story that captivates many even today. And yeah, I'm just going to come out and say it. Room 8, the school cat, sounds like an indie rock band. Room 8 first wandered into the Elysian Heights Elementary School in 1952. The cat, named after the classroom he frequented, quickly became a fixture at the school. Every school year, he would reside at the school, mysteriously disappearing during the summer break and reappearing with the new academic year. This predictable routine continued for 16 years, making Room 8 a beloved member of the school community. Room 8's fame extended beyond the school grounds. He became a regional celebrity, drawing media attention and receiving up to 100 letters daily addressed to him at the school. His photograph appeared in the annual school yearbook alongside the graduating 6th grade class. One notable aspect of Room 8's life was his resilience and adaptability. Despite never having a permanent home, he was well cared for by the students and faculty. As he aged, he suffered from health issues like feline pneumonia and injuries from cat fights. A local family took him in to ensure he received proper care, and the school janitor would carry him across the street each day to maintain his connection with the school. Room 8's impact was so profound that when he passed away on August 13, 1968, his obituary in the Los Angeles Times rivaled those of major public figures, running 3 columns with a photograph. He was buried at the Los Angeles Pet Memorial Park in Calabasas, California, with a headstone funded by donations from students in the community. The legacy of Room 8 extended beyond his lifetime. In 1972, the Room 8 Memorial Cat Foundation was established in his honor. This foundation continues to rescue and care for cats, ensuring that Room 8's spirit of kindness and community lives on. Additionally, Elysian Heights Elementary School has immortalized him with murals, and his paw prints are preserved in cement on the school's sidewalk. His predictable return every school year added an element of mystery and anticipation, endearing him to the students and faculty alike. Even today, Room 8 remains a symbol of loyalty, resilience, and the power of community in Echo Park and beyond. The disappearance of Hannah Upp. Hannah Upp, a vibrant and dedicated teacher, disappeared under mysterious circumstances not once, but 3 times. While she was successfully rescued the first 2 times, sadly she remains missing at this point. Her case is particularly puzzling due to her diagnosis of dissociative fugue. This is a rare form of amnesia that can cause individuals to lose their memory and travel long distances without awareness of their identity. The first incident occurred in August 2008, when Hannah was a middle school teacher in New York City. She went for a jog and vanished, sparking a citywide search. Nearly 3 weeks later, she was found floating in the Hudson River, severely sunburned and dehydrated, with no memory of the time she was missing. Despite thorough medical examinations, doctors could find no physical explanation for her condition and diagnosed her with dissociative fugue. This condition is often triggered by psychological stress or trauma, though Hannah reported no such experiences. In September 2013, Hannah experienced a similar episode while living in Maryland. She disappeared for 2 days before being found in a creek with no recollection of her whereabouts during the period. This incident further highlighted the unpredictable and disorienting nature of her condition. The most baffling disappearance occurred on September 14, 2017, in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. Hannah had moved there in 2013, embracing the local culture and becoming an active member of the community. She taught at the Virgin Islands Montessori School and was well loved by her students and colleagues. However, following the devastating impact of Hurricane Irma and in the lead-up to Hurricane Maria, Hannah vanished again. She was last seen heading for a swim at Sapphire Beach, where her car was later found with her personal belongings inside. This disappearance was complicated by the chaotic environment caused by the hurricanes. Search efforts were hampered by severe weather and limited resources. Several theories have emerged regarding Hannah's fate. Some believe she might have once again succumbed to a fugue state, potentially traveling to another location unknowingly. In favor of this is the fact that Hannah vanished during a period between two hurricanes, which would naturally be extremely stressful events. Others speculate she may have started a new life elsewhere, though this seems less likely given the lack of any contact or evidence since her disappearance. The fact that her passport, cash, and credit cards were left behind complicates the theory of voluntary relocation. The case remains unsolved, and Hannah's mother continues to search for her daughter, holding on to the hope that she might still be alive. Various sightings have been reported over the years, but none have led to conclusive results. The Midnight Bus. The Midnight Bus, or Bus 375, is one of China's urban legends, believed by some to be based on true events. The story unfolded on the night of November 14, 1995, in Beijing. The last bus of the night, Bus 375, departed from the Yuanming bus terminus, heading towards Fragrant Hills in Beijing. The bus had a few passengers, including an old woman and a young man who boarded together. As the bus continued its route, the driver spotted 3 men waving it down despite not being at an official bus stop. Upon stopping, 3 men boarded. 2 were supporting a third who appeared disheveled, with his face obscured by long hair. All 3 were dressed in traditional Qing dynasty robes, which the conductor explained as costumes, possibly from actors who had finished filming nearby. As the journey progressed, an eerie silence filled the bus, and at one point, the old woman suddenly accused the young man of stealing her wallet. A heated argument ensued, and the driver, attempting to mediate, pulled the bus over. The woman insisted that they get off the bus to resolve the issue, and reluctantly, with the assistance of the bus driver, the young man agreed to follow her off the bus. Once off the bus, the old woman revealed her true intentions. She had noticed that the new passengers did not have feet and were floating. Yeah, that's right. This is a ghost bus, as in a bus for ghosts, so you can't just suplex it out of existence. The bus driver alerted the authorities and continued along the route, with the expectation that the authorities would intercept the bus. However, this did not happen, and the following morning, Bus 375 was reported missing. Days later, it was discovered submerged in the Miyun Reservoir, approximately 100 kilometers from its destination. The bus did not have enough fuel to reach the reservoir, yet it ended up there. The fuel tank was found filled with blood instead of gasoline. The bodies were excessively decomposed for the short time they had been missing, even considering the warm weather. No security cameras recorded the bus's journey to the reservoir. Despite multiple investigations, these mysteries remained unresolved. One popular theory suggests that the story is purely fictional, a modern ghost story designed to entertain and frighten. Critics argue that the lack of concrete evidence and official records supports this view. Another theory posits that the tale is an exaggerated account of a real event, perhaps involving foul play or a tragic accident. Some suggest that the bus might have been hijacked and driven into the reservoir, with the story of ghostly passengers added later to heighten the drama. However, others prefer a more supernatural explanation, proposing that the bus entered another dimension or was cursed, leading to its mysterious fate. I'm going to sum up my thoughts on this one by quoting the great Jonathan Frakes. "It's false. No way. Pure fiction. It didn't happen. This never happened. It's a total fabrication." Make sure to check out the YouTube membership and Patreon. You can support my channel for as little as 99 cents a month. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't done so already. Shout out to my patrons Noah Schubert, Iced Mocha, Kurt the Squirt, Monoxide Wendigo, Jeffer Metcalf, Z-Volts, Director Delta, Unknown Delusions, Faye, Jack Russell, Boomslang, and Blasphemoose. Also, special shout out to new patron Spookiest Becky. Big shout out to YouTube member Jordan All. Until next time, stay safe and healthy. Peace out, everyone.